Okay, so the office of our president and the presidential candidate is in receipt of a number of queries from the press asking us to respond to the statements attributed to Tayali, the blogger or the vlogger, suggesting that our presidential candidate, President Brian Mundubire, has committed treason by declaring himself as the winner of the elections that have taken place. To start with, it's always difficult to respond to allegations that are made by bloggers, especially Tayali, when everybody knows what informs the decisions that he makes to go to the public and make statements. We know, for instance, why Tayali came back to the country after being a fugitive for a number of years. And we know exactly or explicitly the assignment that he has, at the behest of the party that is in power. So even to respond to him sometimes sounds like reducing the level of debate that we would like to have about the leadership of this nation, which is very important. But as a concerned party and a concerned office of the president of the Tonse Alliance, it's important that we set the record straight. To state the truth, the presidential aspirant for the Tonse Alliance, President Brian Mundubire, has not declared himself a victor of these elections. President Mundubire is a seasoned lawyer. He is a political leader of a very respectable standing. He knows the responsibility that starts and ends with his office. He knows who has the responsibility and the statutory mandate to declare the victor in the presidential election. This responsibility resides with the returning officer for the presidential election, who at all times is the Chief Justice. What Honorable Mundubire has stated is that the information that has been made available to his office by those who are carrying out a credible PVT has shown clearly that from the total votes that have been collected so far, he is ahead of all the other presidential contestants. And he has called upon the ECZ to carry out the statutory mandate that they have and ensure that they protect the vote and that they don't disrupt the will of the Zambian people. That is not equivalent of declaring yourself as a winner of the election. We understand what makes or what motivates people like Tayali to begin to accuse a contestant in an important election, a presidential election, of committing an offense, and then you choose an offense of treason. It's because somebody behind you would like to achieve a narrative that they would like to use to subjugate the rights not only of the contestant in the election, but of those who woke up in the morning, early in the morning on that day, and waited from can't see in the morning to can't see in the night, waiting to cast a vote, and they casted their vote on Brian Mundubire. To be very specific, Honorable Mundubire has not declared himself as a winner of this election. He has just recounted that from the PVT that is sitting on his table, this election has been won by him. That's not to declare ourselves as a winner. In any case, we also have a PVT which is fictitious, which the UPND has put into circulation. If Tayali wants to reduce our level of thinking to his level, then we must also be able to come and say that even the UPND cadres who have computed that PVT, of course with the blessing of those who are in authority, have also committed treason. But we are far from that kind of discussion. The UPND can put into circulation any fictitious PVT. Our PVT is credible. It has been computed by people that are qualified, the electoral advisors, who have followed every step of the process and found that this election is been decided by the Zambian people in favor of Brian Mundubire. Thank you very much.